Probably your superstar when you think about the Carnage side of things.
Yeah, I mean, he was in an open bracket final, right? Like, so he has some experience playing against some of the best players in the world, not the pro players, but you know, looking at the amateur side, you know, he's been there before. So yeah, I think you talk about Pentagram. Charles has been around for a very long time. Destiny as well. So you have some experience here, but it's obviously a tight.
It's Optic Gaming. Yeah. Definitely the toughest matchup these guys have faced all year, and unfortunately for them, it is not a good start. You and I discussed this when we casted the Optic match yesterday. We were going to see Frequency map 1 from them more often than not. It is their go-to map 1. When they're winning that, they're putting themselves in great position within series, and yesterday they look stellar here. Yeah, they're using 3 SOGs. Now it's actually talking to Karma, and I think he watched the rebroadcast because he's like, Joe, just so you know, Scump is never going to have a Maddox. And I said, okay. He goes, we tried that before. It won't happen. He said, you know, a lot of the maps like Arsenal, Frequency, not Frequency, Hacienda, where you see maybe like 3 Maddoxes come into play. He's like, if I'm feeling it, I'll pull it out. So Jump will always have the SOG. So just going to clarify that, because I don't know what these guys are doing. I was about to say, to be fair, they've changed so many times. It's been difficult to keep up with at times, especially when we don't have eyes on the scrims of the boot camp leading into this. But yeah, I think it especially helps with the changes to the SOG. You got to think he's feeling very comfortable with how powerful that thing has become. But Carnage do a solid job at least breaking in to disrupt some of the time from Optic Gaming, so their lead out of the first hard point going to stay pretty close to what they get through Orange Base. And if you take a look at the minimap, the left side, Carnage set up. If they're going to bring it back, this is where it starts. Yeah, we'll see how Optic Gaming tend to break this. It looks like they're going for elevator control. Prim with that ICR going to find the first pick, but Noobs and Vicious with a nice response. But here comes the young duo. TJ, Dashy find 2 more kills, get inside the hill alongside Scum. TJ, such a good day yesterday. I think he was number 1 or number 2 in damage per minute. I mean, this guy, we know when he plays at a high level, his team succeed. And this is something we saw yesterday too that I think makes it hard for us to tell how good Optic is right now, just because their first 2 matches are against the lower end of things. You talk about talent, because yesterday we saw them multiple times break into hardpoints very easily. Like, the other team would have a great setup, they would just slice right on through. That isn't normally going to happen against top or higher tier teams, so we'll see. But I think they looked about as good as they could have yesterday, at least in the respawn. Search left a little bit wanting, but they played a strong Search team. But the respawns, I mean, everything I think I expected to see and wanted to see out of Optic Gaming early. Yeah, I mean, we'll see later on. You know, obviously, Carnage should still be a very tough opponent, but I think we're all just sort of figuring them and EG are going to be 2-0, and that match is going to determine who's first and second. We'll see if that happens. Is Pentagram, he's able to find a couple of streaks. So Pentagram and the rest of the crew starting to go off here a little bit. As Vicious is at 13-8. He's at 4 in a row. But yeah, I mean, even through these last 3 hills, Optic Gaming hasn't had the early rotation. They had to fight for spawns. They had to break on through. Well, Carnage pushing Optic to the limit, at least in the early going. Vicious desperately trying to get those streaks, but he's going to get caught by Scump, so no additional streaks through. A bit of TAC 5 remaining on a few players from the Carnage end of things as they're trying to get this lead change, but still trailing. They'll get back into the hard point, and we'll be looking at almost exactly a tie game once Pipes is done. So we'll start to focus on the second set of rotations. We'll get back to Elevator. TJ with War Machine available. And if you take a look just at the slaying differential right now, I mean, it's probably right around even. I mean, it's damn close. You don't have really anyone popping off on the Optic side. Everyone kind of even or just a bit negative, and as good as Vicious has been, you can see Destiny at 6-9. So they played them tight, and it's reflecting in the scoreline. 15-point advantage now for Carnage. I was going to say, the slaying is probably in favor of Carnage right now, and that's why they have this 20-point lead. You see they're going to invest in a couple of specialists. You saw the Tempest that was used, the Grab Slam just invested. You still have a streak on Pentagram. So now a 25-point lead, and again, it just feels very early on in these hills they've had control. But Optic Gaming behind Dashy, who's able to find a multi-kill, able to open this hill up. Now they're going to try to push on forward 2 oranges. Looks like Dashy's starting to get warm. Now his 3rd kill in a row. The rest of Optic Gaming going towards that back orange base where we have a big fight, but it's all green in the kill feed. Pentagram, the last one up on this side of the map. Tried to bring it to Scump, but Scump able to win that one-on-one. And one of the big things, too, you see a lead change coming in for Optic, but you already have the Tempest exhausted for Carnage. Yep. The TAC 5 was used, the Grab Slam was used. Now the heavy hitters come in for Optic. Multiple. So now it's Optic's turn. They call on the TAC 5, they pull on the Tempest. That changed to, I think, 2 or 3, but he can't hit the second shot, so they're all going to get back up. Then rotating across through window to try and get the angle will be TJ. Through that process, though, Pentagram will use his lightning strike to get 1 kill in the back. So that's going to get them spawns. I think that number 4 and Vicious was able to get to the back. And now the bloodbath inside of the hard point starts to go down. Destiny and Vicious clear out 3. The break comes in splendidly from Carnage. That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I think TJ was stunned for so long up top. I think he thought the pressure was going to be through balcony, but Carnage behind the lightning, 4 members just hit the back, and then you had 1 pinch through balcony. TJ was able to find that, but the rest of Optic Gaming gets taken down. So a nice fundamental break that you like to see from Carnage.
And you can take away everything I said about the specialist, because you get the TAC 5, you use the Tempest, but you don't really get anything out of it if you're Optic. So good job dealing with that if you're Carnage. I think neither team really get a ton of value, at least out of the specials in the early going, but you still have TJ waiting with his War Machine, Charles close to earning his as well. But now let's look over to the blue base. There's a 1-on-2 fight in the back. I think it's Karma is trying to dance with death right now. He should get pinched. There it comes through the spawn for Optic. It pipes in an early setup once again for Carnage.
Yeah, I mean, they just broke that a little bit too easily. There was not trades at all. There was some pressure towards elevator that Carnage was able to win. Then towards back blue base, they had a bit of a split push. They were able to win all the gunfights. But now it's Optic Gaming's turn, and well, one team gets broken, then so does the other. It's 4 down, 1 player just trying to stay alive. That was Vicious. And he gets taken down. So Optic with a nice response.
And I wonder if this is one of those situations where we talk about all the time where it's pretty close to this point. 138, 138. The pro team starts to take over once they get a little bit more comfortable within the game. We'll see if Optic's able to do that, or if Carnage can continue to, I don't want to say sloppy, but continue to make this a little bit chaotic, a little bit messy around the hard point. That seemed to be the recipe for success so far against Optic.
Yeah, you're just wondering if, like, sort of that early power surge that they had to take more advantage of it, right? With those streaks and with those specialists. Is Optic now with a 10-point lead, but they have to break this pipe setup. Karma has the grab slam, gonna grapple on over, uses it, doesn't hit. Vicious, yeah, it was so close.
Yeah, he must have died like an inch off the ground. That's like the closest I've seen somebody drop with regards to getting off that grab slam. It's a big kill from Vicious. I mean, he's been lights out throughout this. Out of 24 and 17 as the second TAC 5 comes in from Carnage. They're lining up for Crim 6 right now, though. Gets 2 kills, gets 1 down to 1 shot, so he has to back up. Unfortunately for Crim, you see him backing down because he only had 1 bullet left in the clip, and then he'll get caught. Vicious doing what he can to contest, but the rest of his team falls. Vicious at least able to take 2 with him. And actually, he does enough because the last player there is going to be Destiny, so they'll at least get the final play around 15 seconds or so that was to bring this to a respectable scoreline yet again.
Charles.
Back to elevator we go.
Yeah, Charles uses the War Machine. He's able to find 3 kills, so maybe some miscommunication there. We typically don't see that with the War Machine. Maybe they were hoping for a trophy that went down. Trying to just take a look over that. I think it's 5-5 between UIU and LG.
Oh, I mean, they were literally staring at him, 3 people ADS for that.
Yeah.
They saw him shoulder like he's coming for the grab slam. He got incinerated as he went for that. That's an example of maybe not the most opportune time, as they are all ready for it. But we just got an update that I think the LG match, if you guys are checking that out, I think that's on Alpha, right? That is going to around
LG 11. Had a 5-1 lead.
So they threw
4 rounds in a row.
They threw, what, a 100-point advantage? This is the Nikki D Revenge Tour, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Nikki D Revenge Tour. I did steal that right out of your mouth, Joe.
That's fine.
That's what friends are for.
I know.
Carnage now up 20, Vicious close to getting streaks. Charles earns 2 of his own. Oh my God, can't hit on the melee, so not gonna have any additional streaks, but you're up 20. You have a Lightning and a Hellstorm to use. Specialist starting to load on up as well. The Hellstorm is gonna come in, we'll take 1 with him. Optic still trying to hold inside, but Carnage able to get in. Nice flank through mid-map from Vicious.
Yeah, he spawns out. He's just hoping that his team can hold on, right? There was 3 members inside for Optic Gaming. The streak was able to find 1 kill, but because Vicious spawned out,
he's on fire.
Yeah,
he's 35 and 20.
Oh, he tries using the grab again, and the Tempest connects. Scump's able to find 2.
I don't think we've seen a single grab hit.
Right, this happened yesterday, too.
3 attempted grab slams, all get shut down, but now the surge from Optic as the Tempest comes in from Dashy, and he's able to hit the shots. The flick, it's on. Pentagram is down. Lead change again. Is now Optic able to go out in front, and they're trying to keep them pinned in the back and also get spawns for next. 70 points off streaks is Dashy, as this has been a close and tight affair. Down to the wire we go.
Optic Gaming have the setup they want. You see the spread. Look at number 8. That's jump all the way towards the back. Karma trying to lock down elevator, able to find 1. The melee just misses. They still have Charles with the lightning strike. Noobs is able to get one as well. So Charles, he's going to use that. He's going to call it in.
Dashy earned his streaks, though.
Oh, so that's what it was. So I saw the streaks come up. Yeah, Dashy's able to earn his streaks, but behind the lightning, they at least get to the balcony. Karma now with the grab slam.
Can somebody hit one grab slam in this game, I think is the question. We're 0 for 3. Can Karma make the play? Who won it?
LG.
LG won round 11. My God, our whole control room just lost their minds.
I think it went down to a 1v1 as well.
Apparently UIU choked is what I'm hearing. Our producer has told us that they should have won, so I don't know what the play was. We'll have to check that out after this map. But back to the action, 22 points needed for Optic, 28 needed for Carnage. TAC 5 in for Carnage, but evaporating quickly. But that's going to be 4 down for Optic. Not going to be too much of a big deal in the sense that that hard point just wrapped up, but it will give them a second to get set up at pipes.
Look at the score right now, and you have Karma and TJ both around 18 and 30. So two of the 3 saws right now just getting smoked from Optic Gaming. Karma has the grab, still not able to connect with a grab slam.
This has not been an example of how to hit your grab slams. 0 for 4. Now are the players from either side of it. 10-point advantage for Carnage. Optic's got to break in, but Noobs is going to bring the Tempest into the fray. Can he hit the shot? He's able to do it. It's a big one. 2 are going to drop. The lightning strike is in, and Carnage take map 1. So much for how clean Optic looked in the respawns yesterday, because Vicious and company just came in and stole one. That's a hell of a win.
That was a great win. I mean, really, yeah, Pentagram, Vicious, all of the streaks that they had. But then still a 20-point game. Just, I imagine, due to the pressure that Optic Gaming continuously had with those 3 saws. I mean, there's obviously some positives and some negatives.